Is this like tilted? I think we're chilling. Give me one sec, brother. Let me lock in real quick. Let me check in, see if it's popping up. If it's popping up, yeah, we're chilling. Oh, baby. Crazy night last night. Crazy night. Ooh, I got like the vent right underneath the desk, and the heat just kicked on. Bro, that's oh man, that's nice. Top tier. Let it push out. Lock in. Oh, nice. That's easy. Wait a minute. We will wait a minute. Un momento. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Alrighty. Crazy, crazy game last night. I mean, we've been looking forward to this game for at least like a week. And so the fact that it happened, it came, it was a banger, dude. Great, great video. A great, great game. I'm gassed. I'm so tired. But Cavs Celtics, man, that game, it pulled through. I mean, in Boston, it got a little crazy. It was Boston was up. This is the only game I really sat down and just like locked in and watched the whole thing of yesterday. I didn't really watch. I caught some of the Brooklyn game. That was really interesting with LaMelo not playing. We'll get into that in a little bit. And I honestly didn't watch anything else because I had other stuff that was going on. But really, really interesting stuff. So the Cavs lost. Celtics won. Cavs now 15-1, which still honestly I don't know how Kenny Atkinson. I don't think he has a chance of not winning. I should say that in more positive instead of like double negative. I think he's still going to win Coach of the Year award. I mean, it's only 16 games in, quarter season review week. Next week's podcast, this week's podcast, something else. Next Saturday's podcast, quarter season review week. We pull on in, but I think he still wins Coach of the Year. I mean, to win the second most amount of games in a row that anybody's had to start the season, you got to win Coach of the Year because it's like they're only playing. I mean, 15. Let's see, 15 games. So it's like they're only playing. Is that 67 games out of 82? Like they only have to play 67 games now because they had. It's like they were just gifted 15 free wins, and they start the season with 15 wins, and they play 67 games, and their record is going to fluctuate. So I think they're still going to be a really, really good team. They have a chance to win maybe more games than the Celtics did last year. I don't know. 64 games is a lot of games. And then you go 64 and like 18, right? So lose 18 games. I could see them going 67 and 15. Like I think Kenny Atkinson locked in the Coach of the Year award. First year with the Cavs, came in. I mean, man, he's been balling out. But you know who didn't ball in this game? Darius Garland. Nothing on him. He's been having heaters after heaters after heaters, bro. So it's nothing on him. It's it's kind of like you expect that he's gonna like, not have a good game after a little bit. But man, he came in and 3 for 21, 3 for 21. That's how you lose. I mean, it's I wrote down my notes. It's extremely simple. Cavs Celtics. Garland shoots 3 for 21. Celtics shoot 54% from three, 22 for 41, I believe. I was surprised the Cavs didn't lose by more than 3. The Cavs only lost by 3. The Celtics went up by, I think, 21 in the second quarter. I think it was the second quarter. Or third quarter. And, bro, Cavs stormed back. Jason Tatum said it well in the post game. He was like, man, NBA game of runs, bro. Like, Celtics were throwing punches, bang, 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 bang. I'm like, they're up 21. I'm like, this is going to be interesting. And then Cavs, like, bang, 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 like, right back. If Garland doesn't shoot 3 for 21, you might win this game. Like, straight up. 3 for 21, missing 18 shots is bad. You make 5 more of those, you go 8 for 21. That's like 10 more points. So, that's not exactly how stuff works, in the NBA. It's all different. But Jaylen Brown didn't shoot well either. It was really interesting. But yeah, it's crazy. I thought the Cavs were going to come out and win this. Just optimistically, I was like, please, Cavs, just win. Like, I don't want to see the Celtics win this game. This would be fire to go 16-0 to start the season. And they didn't. I got crap in my shirt. I just realized that. Awkward. Still on, bruh. Also, shout out One Piece. If you don't, y'all know. If you know, you know, bro. So what does this mean? So Eastern Conference Finals are going to go insane. Because if this is going to be the matchup, I'm here for it. This is not a bad pick to pick that for later in the playoffs. Because the Bucks, not having it figured out right now. Sixers, definitely not having it figured out right now. Knicks are cool. Pacers, who made it last year, they're figuring it out. Because I think Ben Mathurin came back, and I don't know if that's all the problems. Like, that combined with Tyrese Halliburton not really shooting the ball super well. Kind of interesting. The Magic don't have Paolo, unfortunately. Like, the East is pretty watered down, obviously. I mean, everyone has a losing record in the East pretty much. But that would be my pick for Eastern Conference Finals, because I was talking to someone, and I was like, the Bucks. I think the Bucks will still be fine. This season will not be chalk for the Bucks. I could see that happening, where they have a really slow start, but Giannis wills them to the playoffs. Hopefully Dame as well is a part of that, and not just like a carry job by Giannis Antetokounmpo. But Giannis carries them to the playoffs, and they have a Miami Heat run. Except it's not really Miami because it's Giannis, who's a Finals MVP, all this stuff. But Giannis gets them to go to the second round or something like that, off of being like the 7th seed. I can see that happening, where it's like we win, we come in, and we have maybe 45 wins, not a ton of wins, come in, make the playoffs, make a good run. Season's like, okay, I'm not leaving Milwaukee yet, says Giannis, right? So, but yeah, I think that's my pick for Eastern Conference Finals, regardless of what anybody else happening. Even if the Bucks were playing good, I think this still would be my, just because the Cavs are way deeper than I thought. And now, like, watching more games, especially now thinking of Max Strus, who's not in. I think he's out with an ankle injury, I believe. That guy can freaking shoot. He could shoot the crap out of the ball. So Craig Porter Jr. stepped up. He was playing really good. Ty Jerome is one of my favorite backup point guards in the league. He is balling out. He comes in, plays well. Everyone's like, he plays like DJ McConnell. I'm like, can we shut it with that? Like, really? He has to play like DJ McConnell? Like, I don't think he does. I really don't think he does. I think he plays a lot different than TJ McConnell. Just because they're two short little white guys who pass and defend. It's kind of interesting. Isaac Okoro is not in either. He's been out. I think he was the one with the ankle injury. I can't remember. But the Cavs got some deep. They got some guys coming in. Jared Allen looked really good. Evan Mobley looked really good. Donovan Mitchell, I mean, that guy, he was just going in at the Celtics. He can get it like straight up. He can get it from the 3 inside jumper. It's a lot. It's really impressive. I have a lot of friends who are like Utah Jazz fans, and so, you know, I'd watch Donovan Mitchell and when he was here and some stuff, and he was a good scorer. I mean, we knew in the bubble. I mean, he had that series against Jamal Murray in the first round where it was like 50, like legit back to back 50 balls. But the way that he's getting it now is a lot different than it was back then. He's getting it everywhere, dude. Like it's disgusting. Like it's crazy good. So I think the Celtics are still gonna repeat the title. I don't think anybody looks as good as them. I was just thinking about Al Horford. I'm like, Al Horford, dude, coming in and he's balling out. Sam Hauser didn't even like shoot that well. Peyton Pritchard come off the bench. If you get 10 and 10 from Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser, and then you get Porzingis back, I don't think any team can beat that. Like, seriously, I don't think there's a single team that can beat that in a 7-game series. So I think Celtics repeat, unfortunately, which is crazy. It's just, I didn't think that they were going to get here, but they've constructed their team so well to the point where I don't think a team can beat them. Like, legit. I know OKC's deep too, but it's not the same deep. It's not the same. Drew Holiday, Derek White, punish the perimeter. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is the best tandem in the league. Dynamic duo, like straight up. They can get it from anywhere. Both of them. Porzingis comes back. He's a 7'3" demon. Al Horford's 83, and he's still hitting crazy corner threes and playing great defense. And Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard just coming in chucking threes. I can't remember. I had never heard of this guy before. Came off the Celtics bench. His name's Keta. Last name's Keta. I need to look this up. Let's check this out. Neemias Queta. Yeah. Pretty good. Let's check out the box score. Can we check out the box score from yesterday? How did this dude play? Because he played pretty good, in my opinion. Is this Markin K? Oh, yeah. 16 minutes, 5 points. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Like, seriously. Sam Hauser, 2 points. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Peyton Pritchard came in at 13 points. I mean, he was bodied. So, oh yeah, Sam Merrill too, dude. I forget. Yeah, Sam Merrill, George Niang. Yeah, I knew I was missing guys like Cap. They run 10. They can run 10 easy. Like that's not even a problem. But Celtics got a lot of guys as well. So, very interesting. That's pretty much all I got for Cavs Celtics. Man, good game. It's also in-season tournament, so I need to say it right. It is the Emirates NBA Cup. I need to start saying that because they actually have a sponsor. Everyone was like whining last year, like they don't have a sponsor. We need to say, I don't want to say in-season tournament. We don't have to say in-season tournament now. We can say Emirates NBA Cup. I need to say that. In other news, the Spurs topple OKC without Wemby. That was really interesting. And I looked at the box score. I didn't watch that game. I watched a little bit of highlights and stuff. And it didn't. I don't know how the game lost. It was really interesting. So shout out Spurs for winning. I think I had OKC in the wild card for the West. I can't remember. Very interesting. LaMelo didn't play very good against Brooklyn, and Brooklyn won. And an in-season tournament game. I was like low-key going to pick the Hornets come out because I thought the Hornets were going to ball out. Come out like, hey, I want to win the in-season tournament, get some money. But LaMelo only played 24 minutes. Didn't play very well. They benched him with like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was just like, interesting. I don't know what is going on there. Like it looked like they were like legit putting him in timeout. Like, is that what we're doing? I don't know. I did see the Trey Mann dunk though. I was watching the game for a little bit, and it was like that time period. The frame when Trey Mann went up and just freaking, I was like, I didn't know he could get up like that. Like up like that. That was impressive. He kind of rattled it in, but for someone who can't dunk cleanly, if at all, shout out, man. I think he's like 6'2" as well. That's impressive. LeBron double-double, AD double-double. Dalton Connect 37 points. I didn't watch this game either. I need to go back and like watch all the highlights. I have been loving. Maybe I can show this without getting destroyed. Let's go NBA. So watch this. We're just gonna go here. Boom. I don't know if this is a league pass thing. It's gotta be, or oh crap, no. Players, home. I don't know if it's a league pass thing, but I just found out I could do this. Connect Click on connect. So we go to Dalton Connect's 37-point game last night. Boom, 37. We click field goals made. We click field goals made. Is it going to work? Okay. Court's not bad, actually. I like that court. And we see every single made shot from Dalton Connect. So he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 threes and 3 buckets at the rim. 9 threes. So it's gonna be interesting if I get flagged for this. Excuse me. Hopefully I don't just get annihilated for streaming this, but you get the point. I don't think we'll ever have to go over this because I don't want to ever use stuff that I'm not supposed to use on YouTube. It gets nuts. Look at that. That guy's athletic. But yeah, 37 points. Dalton Connect, dude. Holy crap. This week's podcast, if you didn't know, I need to release it actually. Or I need to come out and announce that I'm doing a weekly podcast 3 times a week stream, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Which reminds me, Friday there will not be a stream. But Saturday there will be a podcast episode where you can listen to it. It's going to be an hour long. It's going to be about 2 early awards given. So, the Rookie of the Year, I wrote in a certain player, not Dalton Connect, but I'll have to talk about this. This is good to talk about in the video because 37 in a game. It's just because someone drops 37 doesn't mean it's crazy. Malachi Flynn, I think, had 50 last year, and everyone was like, who the freak is it? From when you're a rookie. When you're a rookie and you come out and you have 37 in a game, people that says something. Especially because he's my age. He's 23. So I like to see him balling. We're little twins. We're actually twins. How tall is he? I'm 6'5". Dalton Connect is 6'6", 215 pounds. All right. He's from Fargo, North Dakota. That's hilarious. 6'6", 215. I'm 6'5", 235. So I'm a little bit bigger than he is. But he's also taller. Interesting. I don't know. I just like looking at that stuff. It's kind of funny. Outside of that, Mavs show some potential. They showed their depth again. I mean, they really did lock in on depth. From an NBA fan perspective, I don't like that they lost Derrick Jones Jr., but as a Clippers fan, I love that they did because then we got him for 3 years, $30 million. Crazy. Luka didn't even play that well or for that long. He didn't even play 30 minutes. And they still blew him out by 30 or 40. So, Mavs showing out. They're still a finals team. I mean, their bench is great. Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively is going to be the best, probably 1-2 punch in terms of off the bench starter centers in the league. I don't think there's this even close anywhere else. And then you got Luka, Kyrie, Clay. When he plays well, man, Clay comes in. Jaden Hardy has been really, really good. Quentin Grimes. They got some guys. I mean, so it's going to be very interesting to see. I wanted to go over the standings. I don't know why I keep putting it in my mouth. Emirates Cup standings. All right, let me hit this for y'all. Okay, yeah, Emirates Cup standings. So, Magic are 2-0. Knicks are 2-0. So, out of this, I definitely had the Knicks. So, that's good. But the point differential, dude, freaking Magic have a 37-point differential. Holy crap. Let me see where I wrote this down. Yeah, so I had New York. This one I had Indiana. Pistons are 2-0 in this? What the freak? That's crazy. I had Indiana in this. We'll see. This, I had Cleveland and Boston. I had the Boston as a wild card, which could, I don't know. Now that the Hawks are 2-0, dude, I don't know. Cavs have the best differential. So if the Hawks lose again, the Cavs keep winning. And they have to play, I believe the Cavs play, who do they lose, or who do they beat? The Bulls? Can we see? Oh, yeah, duh. It's right here. They beat the Bulls. So they play Atlanta. So if they beat Atlanta on, I believe that's on Friday or next Tuesday. When is that game? Can I see? Friday. Oh, Friday, November 29th. So we take like a week off, I guess. Um, so if they win Friday and they could go 3-1, have a good point differential, and could still get I don't think they get the 1 seed, but because I think the Knicks will probably go undefeated because they already beat Philly, they beat Brooklyn, they have to play Charlotte. They might lose to Orlando. That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, as of right now, I don't think there's a team that's gonna get a clean sweep because freaking, yeah, you're not. The Pistons are not gonna go undefeated. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you got money on them, don't have money on them. Straight up. In the West, this group I had Minnesota 1-1. Yeah, because Portland beat them. Holy crap! Clippers are 0-1, and we lost by 20 to the Houston. That sucked. That was our worst loss of the season. That was trash. But we're the only team who's beaten Golden State twice. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's pretty fire. Golden State has 3 losses. Clippers are 2 of them. 1 at home and 1 in Golden State. So I'm not tripping at all, bro. We're fine. Yeah, I had Minnesota out of this group. Out of this group, I had OKC and then the Lakers as the wild card, but they have yet to play. And OKC has Utah, while LA has Phoenix and OKC. It was a toss-up for me between like LA and Phoenix to be the wild card because this group is also stacked. I also did have the Warriors as the 1 seed just in general. And they are only, oh no, the Lakers are 2-0. But the Warriors play New Orleans and Denver, which is an easier schedule than Phoenix and OKC, even with KD being out. Because, dude, who's on the Pelicans at this point? Like, nobody. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, very interesting. I had Minnesota winning the whole thing against Cleveland. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. I think Minnesota might choke it because they're down pretty bad right now. But they play Houston and they play us. I don't want to lose that game. So they might go 2-2 if they can beat Houston. No, they can go. They might go 3-1 if they beat Houston. They can go 2-2 if they lose to Houston, in which Houston might go 4-0 because they beat Portland. They probably beat if they beat Minnesota, yeah, and then they beat Sacramento. That'd be really interesting. Houston in the in-season tournament would be really fun because that's a fun team, dude. Amen Thompson is one of my favorite players in the NBA right now. Like straight up, it's so much fun. Just had some tweets I wanted to show y'all. Go over tweets the last section of the stream before we crash out. All right. Check this out. Why does it do that? Look at that. I love that. Okay, pick a guard. Player A, 23 points per game, 47.9 field goal percentage, 42.7 3-point percentage. Player B, 23.3 points, 49 field goal percentage, and 48% from 3. The first guy is Steph Curry. The second guy is Norman Powell. So, I don't know how that works. I get that I did it again. I get the Warriors are playing a 12-man rotation, but Steph's only averaging 23. Another thing that I want to talk about in the podcast episode on Saturday, it's going to come out Saturday. Stephen Curry should be in the MVP conversation, but he's not going to be because stats are not going to be put up because he's not even playing 30 minutes. He's playing the least amount of minutes that he's played in his career since 2012. It's been 13 years. I don't know math specifically on that. It's kind of stupid. But, yeah, and he's shooting well, 43% from 3. But Norman Powell has just been on a heater. I love where's that graphic? I think I like that, too. I want to talk about that? No. That was just it. Oh, man. I don't know why I got hit with that. But, yeah, Norman Powell's been playing very well. Steph Curry's been playing really well as well. And here's another thing. Bronny James, he says, stop looking at the stats. What do your eyes tell you? So we can just sit here and watch this while I explain. I've seen Bronny play with these eyes right here, straight up. And even though it was when he was a freshman in high school, it was about 5 years ago. I think it was 2019, so 4 or 5 years ago. And his high school played my high school at the Chaparral, Hoop Hall. Let me turn that off. And it was very interesting to watch him as a freshman. If you didn't know, I've shared this before. Really great experience for me. I was a videographer in high school. I was a videographer in college for sports. So I got to go. I got a press pass. I was on the floor for a Sierra Canyon basketball game, which is really, really cool, and filmed it. I made a highlight reel. I have to find it. I'll have to grab it. But yeah, Bronny was on a team with, Zaire Wade, BJ Boston, who's playing very, very well right now. Very good. Zaire Williams. Yeah, man, it was crazy. So he was the little freshman on the team. It was kind of cool to see him play. But dude, he had some plays where people are like, I don't see him as an NBA player. BJ Boston, I'm like, yes, you're an NBA player. Zaire Williams, yes, you're an NBA player. Crazy. Those two wings were insane. And Bronny as a freshman came in. Bro, he got picked up full court, faked right, went left, took off left. Going left hand. I'll have to find the clip. If I find the clip, I'll throw it up on screen for like a VOD or something. Jab right, go left, beating him left, and then he flicks right hand at half court to throw a lob to BJ Boston. Like on the money. Like while he's moving, just lobbed it. I know we call it a lob, but that was a lob. He just lobbed it. BJ Boston goes up, boom. And I was like, holy crap. No one makes passes like that. So the fact that he's turning out a defensive too, as you can see right here, boom. He's athletic as I'll get out. And even though he's only 6'1", dude, he could be a great point guard. He's big. He's a big point guard. He's strong, athletic, passes very well, very great IQ. I think we just need to give him time in the G League to just kind of flesh out because he is a second-round pick. But, dude, some of the stuff that I was seeing him do in person was just like, wow. Some of the reads, not necessarily shot creating. And you can go back on the channel very, very far. 5 years ago, after I watched him in person, I went and watched some of his highlights, and I compared him to like D'Angelo Russell at the time. That wasn't really accurate. Maybe I had to go back and do a little members only kind of thing. Hit the join button, by the way. Members only. Anyways, but yeah, dude, he's great. I actually really like Bronny. I hope he flourishes and plays really well. But yeah, that's all I got for today, bro. No stream Friday. My brother's getting married, so Friday morning I will be elsewhere. But I do have maybe another video. I'm going to try and tweak it. I'm going to try and tweak what I'm doing with videos and stuff. But a podcast definitely Saturday morning. I'm going to try and get up on Apple. I will get you guys the deets. If you guys check it out. Should be up on Apple. It's going to be up on here for sure. On video and on a podcast. I think I can do like a YouTube podcast. I need to check into that. But that's all I got for right now, bro. It's going to be fun. In-season tournament has been phenomenal this year. One of the greatest games, probably one of the greatest games of in-season tournament already, outside of like the finals from last year. But that's all I got for today. We out.